Hey guys, welcome back to a new Battlefield 6 video, and today we're gonna take a look at everything you need to know about the upcoming open and closed beta for the game. And we get right in with the dates and start times, because the closed beta will be held on August 7 and 8 and starts at 8 AM UTC. More about that in a second, especially how you can still get access to this. And then on August 9 and 10, and 1 week later from August 14 to 17, it's an open beta, which means everyone will have access to it. The beta will be available on PC, Xbox Series, and PlayStation 5. And if you're playing on PC, then these are the specs right here that your system should have. You can also preload the beta client already on all of the platforms, and to do this, just search for Battlefield 6 beta on consoles or on the EA app on PC, or on Steam. You need to head to the game's Steam page and then click on request access to open beta. This will give you instant access and the beta will be added to your library. Now, how do you get access to the closed beta and start playing 2 days earlier? Well, first of all, you don't need to pre-order the game for this. Actually, pre-ordering will not even give you access to the closed beta. Instead, one way to get access is with codes that you can either get from Twitch drops on August 7 and 8. So just watch your favorite streamer play for 30 minutes and you should get your code. Or you check the social media accounts of content creators, because they also still give codes away. In this video here, for example, there are 6 beta codes hidden. 1 was already shown and another 5 are still coming up, so keep your eyes open for them. Once you grabbed one of the codes, you need to head over to your EA account and redeem it. Instructions can be found in the description below if you don't know how to do this. But if you had signed up to Battlefield Labs already at some point during the last few months, you will not need a code, because you will also get access to the closed beta automatically. And this does not only include players that actually got invited to Battlefield Labs and got the chance to playtest, but it also includes all players that have signed up to Labs. So no matter if you were invited or not, if you've only signed up, you're in the closed beta and can start playing on August 7. If you should have problems to get access to the closed beta, even though you fulfill the requirements for it, I have linked a post from EA Help in the description below that could help you with troubleshooting. But the most important part here is that whatever account you play with is linked to your EA account. If that's not the case, it won't work, so be sure to check this. And now let's have a look at the content you can expect during the beta. So map-wise, there will be 4 maps in sum. The 4 you can see right here on this picture, and that we had also already played last week during the reveal event. But on the first weekend, only 3 of these maps will be available, which is the urban map Iberian Offensive that is set in Gibraltar, the mountain map Liberation Peak set in Tajikistan, and the urban combat map Siege of Cairo. These 3 maps will be available in the modes Conquest, Breakthrough, Domination, and King of the Hill. And for Conquest, there's also the alternate playlist Closed Weapon Conquest available, that, like the name suggests, has a closed or semi-open weapon system and not the fully open weapon system that all other playlists have. So I'm really curious to see how this will play, and I hope that you will try both of these playlists out as well and see what works best for you or what feels best when playing. And then in week 2, starting on August 14, we will see all of the content again that we had in week 1. But in addition to this, the map Empire State will be added, which is this infantry-only map set in Brooklyn. And the modes Rush and Squad Deathmatch will be available. Aside from that, we will have access to all 4 classes with 1 training path per class. So the training paths are the additional perks you unlock while you are on the map, capturing objectives and so on, which were basically the field specs in Battlefield 4. And there will be 2 training paths per class in the full release, but for the beta there's only 1 per class. Gadgets are also pretty reduced to only 1 to 3 per class, and weapons should be 15 in sum, at least in the build we had last week, which I think should be pretty similar to the open beta. There were 3 assault rifles, 3 carbines, 2 SMGs, 2 LMGs, 2 DMRs, 1 sniper rifle, 1 shotgun and 1 sidearm. So enough to try things out and also play around with the attachments, but not as many weapons of course as we will see in the final game. The progress you're making in the beta, no matter if it is towards weapons or your overall level, will of course not carry over to the full game, so no matter if you play a lot or you don't have much time to play, you won't be in any advantage or disadvantage. What will carry over to the full game though are the beta rewards that you can earn while playing, and here in the first week of the beta these are the Seeker and All-Terrain Soldier skins, the Dominion weapon pack, the Lights Out player card background and several stickers and weapon charms. And in the second week it's the War Machine vehicle skin, the Striking Distance weapon package and the Bad Company dog tag. And this also gives us some first insight on what to expect from the cosmetics and customization in Battlefield 6, so it kind of looks like what we had in Battlefield 2042. The rewards are either unlocked by reaching a certain player level, for example at level 10 you unlock the Lights Out player card background, or by completing missions like capturing 42 flags in Conquest, Domination or King of the Hill, or get 200 kills and assists. So it's all stuff that you should complete on the side while normally playing the game. And these rewards will then carry over to the full game and will be unlocked once you start playing it. In addition to this, you can also earn more rewards through Twitch drops while watching your favorite streamer play the game, and just for this purpose I will also be streaming over on Twitch in addition to my normal YouTube stream, so you can grab the drops there as well. Like I'd already mentioned, when you watch for 30 minutes on August 7 and 8 you will get a code for the closed beta. When you watch for an hour on any of the beta weekends you will get the Mimic weapon package. For 2 hours it's a soldier skin, for 3 hours the Shattered vehicle skin, and for 4 hours it's another soldier skin. So be sure to check out your favorite streamer and grab some more cosmetics. And that was it for the overview of what to expect content-wise in the Battlefield 6 beta. Now let's have a look at the latest community update that was just shared yesterday, and that also includes a few changes that were made to the game from last week to the start of the beta, but also some changes that we can expect to see after the beta, so when the game fully launches. But first of all, Battlefield Labs will take a short break during the beta period, so there will be no playtests held during this time, but it will keep going after and the playtesting will continue. Now, for the open beta, they have changed a few things that were taken from recent Battlefield Labs testings. For example, on the maps they adjusted some of the layouts of the objectives, improved cover, adjusted the objective sizes, updated the visual look of the objective boundaries, which was a huge point of criticism because it looked too futuristic, and they also repositioned turrets across the maps to further enhance gameplay. They also added revives to Domination, which is something I'm really happy about, because this was not possible in an earlier iteration, but now you can either quickly redeploy or wait for a revive, which gives it more of a Battlefield feeling instead of a Call of Duty feeling. So it's completely up to you how you want to play, if you instantly want to redeploy or wait for your squad mates or your teammates to revive you. And they've also done some adjustments to the weapon balance and the time to kill and time to death feel. But we will see how this feels in the open beta and how this will play. And then there are also some changes that will not be present in the beta, like I've already said, but will be when the game finally launches. And one example that they're naming in the latest community update is the Assault class, because this has been a point of discussion for quite some time, especially around how much of a lone wolf class this is. So the devs are reworking the traits and gadgets of this class to give it more team play focus. And one of these changes is that the adrenaline injector that originally had a self-healing effect now gives resistance to flash and stun effects, enhances tolerance to explosive and incendiary damage, and improves movement speed. So this was made to make the Assault class more reliant on the Support class. Then the trait Enhanced Mobility, that originally gave higher movement speed, was replaced by Commanding Presence, and this means that it speeds up capturing objectives for nearby squad members and takes you and your squad mates out of the combat status faster. Combat status means that none of your squad mates can spawn on you during this time. So if it gets you out of this status faster, it means that your squad mates can respawn easier and faster on you. And in addition to this, the Assault class will also get access to the Deploy beacon, and instead it is taken away from the Recon class. So all of these changes are made to redefine the Assault as a team play class with the ability to bring their squad faster behind enemy lines instead of being this lone wolf class that can heal itself. And in the full game, we can also expect to see a completely new gadget for the Assault, which is the Assault Ladder. This was shown briefly in the gameplay trailer, but it's not available in the open beta, so we will not have the chance to play it yet. But it's supposed to help you to get to higher levels in buildings, for example, or to cross gaps, depending on how you place that ladder. As for the Engineer and Support class, there are no bigger changes planned so far, except for a few balancing things here and there, because the devs say that the feedback on these classes is pretty good so far, and they seem to be at a good spot. But the Recon class will also see some adjustments, especially to one of its training paths, because here the Pathfinder path was removed and replaced with the Spec Ops path. And this one is specifically made for all players who like stealth combat. On the base level, it allows for quieter takedowns and quieter crouch and prone movement. On level 1, it automatically spots nearby enemy gadgets, but only when walking, not when sprinting. On level 2, going prone takes you out of the aforementioned combat state faster and removes spottings from yourself. And on level 3, you can call in a UAV that spots nearby enemies for your squad. And that was everything I have for you today, all the information about the upcoming beta and about some changes we can already expect to see after the beta. I'm really sorry that my voice is a bit messed up because I caught a cold, and it's of course the perfect timing for this, but I hope that I will be recovered a bit more when the beta starts, so it's not as bad during the streams. And yeah, if you still enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. I'm the Catwoman, and you are awesome.